Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Joy Chinese, 乐学中文. Since you are here in my channel, obviously you are very interested in to learn Chinese. So what is your motivation for learning? You got a Chinese friend who is very cool for you. You have been to cinema or online watch a Chinese kung fu movie. Those attract you come to the Chinese language world. Or you really want to travel to China and communicate with the people? Maybe in the future you are pursuing a career in China? Yes, you have a lot of reason to push you to start your study of Chinese. However, most of people stopped at the beginning. Why? Because most of the guys think Chinese looks so hard to learn. Is that true? See, this is a Chinese character. Actually, it looks like a headache, right? It's so complicated. How am I going to learn that? Actually, this is not true. This is not something we usually use. This is a very rare character we see. If you're going to learn the standard simplified Chinese language, we are not going to see so much of this kind of complicated character in the normal life. So what are you going to see? Is these. So what are they? This is simple. This is number 1, is 1 stretch. Number 2 is 2 stretch. And I will tell you, number 3 is 3 stretch. And of course, you're not going to write 10 or 1,000 stretch for 10 and 1,000, right? So we got something for you. This is 10. For 10, you put a vertical stretch on top of the horizontal one. Is that simple? Okay, so what will be 12? See? You just put 10 and 2. It's even easier than English. In English, you have different format for 2, 12, and 20. So what is going to be 20 here in Chinese? You just change the position of 10 and 2. It's 20. Is that simple? All right. Not all of the characters are so simple like numbers. So what about the real character which are not numbers? Let's see these. This is people, person, or human. Do you feel it's like a person who is walking with the 2 legs? A lot of Chinese characters are like this. It has a shape of the real stuff. For example, let's see the next one. Can you guess what is that? I'll tell you, this is a mouth. Exactly the shape of your mouth. So, what if I put a person into this mouth-shaped stuff? Like this. This means a prisoner. Means you put a person into a square-shaped place. It's a prisoner. So, this is the final writing. See, each of the characters has their story, has their meaning, and when you combine them together, it's another thing. Is that logical and interesting? Now you know it's not really very hard to learn Chinese. Then you're going to say, okay, the Chinese is really hard to pronounce. I couldn't learn that. Is that true? I'll tell you no. Why? Because we have our secret for pronunciation. Let's again try this human, this walking with 2 legs, right? When you first see this character, you don't know how are you going to read it. There's no way for a foreigner to read this. So what is the secret behind it? So we have a phonetic alphabet. We call it Pinyin. What is the Pinyin of this human, this person? It's Ren. You see, it's exactly like English, right? The only difference is here we got different tongue for Chinese. And this is the secret for how Chinese could pronounce. Now we know we are going to use different combination of that 26 English alphabet to facilitate us to learn Chinese. So, do you know the 26 English alphabet? Of course, yes. So you're on your way to learn Chinese pronunciation. So far, we solved the two problems. Then we come up new question. Oh, this Chinese character is so hard to write. How am I going to start the first stretch? Okay, let me show you how we are going to write. Actually, the Chinese characters start with strokes. So each character have different order to write. Once you learn the order and different strokes, you will learn how to write it. For example, this one we have learned people. First, second, two stroke. Is that simple? You just like make a drawing. It's easy. For the next one, this mouse. Okay, you start with the horizontal one, next one, then third one. If you learn how to write these and these, it's not going to be hard for you to combine them together to make the third character, right? So, all of the Chinese characters like this. There is basic strokes to combine together to make up all of these characters. So we are going to learn it from simple ones to complicated ones. Actually, those complicated one is a combination of those simple ones. Okay, we solved 3 problems. But again, I have friends tell me, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time to study. Actually, you don't need to spend too much time. In my channel, you will find a lot of videos start from lesson 1 to lesson X. Each of them lasts only 5 to 10 minutes, maximum 10, in average about 6 to 7 minutes. It means you're going to learn how to pronounce, how to write, how to organize the word together for your daily life. Each time, just in average 6 to 7 minutes. You are going to learn little by little with me. Okay, let's go. Come on board. See you in the lesson 1.